This is that one question that keeps me up at night. Should I buy a rear-wheel drive tuned BMW 330i? Or should you buy this, a fully built Stage 3 VRS245? This 2-liter turbo question is something that keeps many enthusiasts in a dilemma. E8888 versus B48, front-wheel drive versus rear-wheel drive, the 30 lakh rupee question, 330i or VRS. We are going to rank both these cars on a couple of different metrics and see who comes out on top.
Test 1, driving dynamics.
Now before we get into the engine mods and the tuning capability of both cars, I want to get the driving experience out of the way because that is very fundamental to this question. The VRS is based on an Octavia's chassis, so transversely mounted engine, has lots of space on the inside and it's front wheel drive. Now it is one of the better handling front wheel drive cars, but at the limit you can feel the understeer. But this car has a couple of suspension mods, some braces, and it is absolutely ballistic. And these gigantic APR brakes are a must-have on this 400 horsepower plus car. And the DSG is just quicker. There's no two ways about it. This car also gets a VAQ differential from the factory, and if you bought a VRS 245 stock, well, the suspension is stiffer compared to an Octavia, so the handling is absolutely amazing, but this car is squirrely. This car needs a little bit of taming, but once it hooks, oh my god, it is effortless. I'm chasing down that 330i like it's nothing, honestly. But if you want a car that handles well, the 330i is absolutely amazing. The chassis feels so tight, the steering wheel has feedback. The VRS is front wheel drive at the end of the day. So when you're pushing it at the limit, you can feel it falling a little bit short. Whereas the 330i is rear wheel drive. So even if you're at the limit, it's going to be oversteering, and that's a lot of fun. In terms of pure driving fun, I think the 330i takes the cake. The VRS is great, it's amazing for a front wheel drive car, but let's be honest, the 330i feels like a proper little sports car. And I have to say, for this particular point, the 330i takes it for me. Now let's see which car sounds the best.
By the sound, I have to go with the 330i. It sounds better, it's more bassier and got the subtle, no, not so subtle pops, but it sounds really good.
VRS with APR catback.
30i any day. I mean, the Dinan catback is just fascinating.
30i for the win. Nothing beats it.
30i.
So tonight in the RC Tunes garage, the 330i takes the win in the sound check.
Looks-wise, I would go with the 330i.
Looks-wise, I would go for the VRS.
So I like the VRS, especially the headlights. That they kind of steal the show, and it has the Maxton kit as well.
So, looks wise, the VRS. Aggressive looking front makes you excited. 330i is obviously a lot more classier.
I have a VRS, so VRS.
Finally, the VRS pulled back a point, and I agree, it's a proper performance product. You do not get this body kit with any other Octavia, and whereas the 330i gets an M Sport kit which can nowadays be opted on a 320D as well. Even the interiors in the VRS feel more special, while the 330i is very plush, but it lacks a little bit of that special factor. Now tuning is where the VRS has a slam dunk over the B48 over here. The E8888 is an absolute unit, and this car has been fiddled by RC Tunes. So let me tell you all of the mods done to it. This car gets the complete APR treatment. It gets everything from the DTR turbo, the coil packs, the intercooler, the charge pipes, the catch can, the big brake kit, and even a catback exhaust system that is paired with an ECU and TCU tune from APR itself. This car is also running this AMS carbon fiber intake, a whole bunch of braces. I will put all of them on the screen over here if you want to have a look at it. And you also get Teens Endura Pro Plus suspension with EDFC, which aids to the handling and the comfort as well. In total, this car makes a whopping 440 horsepower. But that's not to say that the B48 is lagging behind. People have been making great progress on this particular platform internationally. This particular car makes 330 horsepower and 550 Newton meters of torque. This is thanks to a Stage 2 ECU tune from Superchips, a Stage 2 TCU remap from XHP. It's also running a VRSF downpipe, a CSF heat exchanger, Dynon front strut braces, Dynon carbon fiber air intake with an inlet pipe, a Dynon axle back exhaust system, and FTP charge pipes as well. 330 horsepower and 550 Nm is comparable figures to a Stage 2 E888 Gen 3 VRS 230 or 245. So this car is pretty much right up there. When it comes to Stage 3 options, well, the market for this Gen 2 B48 is still growing, and Pure Turbos has a kit called the Stage 2 kit, and that is your option currently for an upgraded turbo, but I'm sure that there will be more options in the very near future. And I completely forgot, this car also has DBA slotted rotors with EBC NDX pads to aid the braking performance, which is much needed after a power bump like this, and it also gets Bilstein B6 suspension, which helps with the handling even more and also to the ride comfort. Overall, a very potent platform and something that you should look out for if you're in the 2-liter market. But since we're talking about the present, the VRS is still the king, and I know I dissed the VRS fanboys before, but the option to go all-wheel drive is always something very desirable, and nowadays you can also do a manual swap. So the point goes to the VRS. And that takes us to the last question, the costs. This VRS in its current Stage 3 guys costed 15 lakh rupees to build. I'm sure we're missing out on a couple things here and there, but this is the cost to go 400 plus horsepower reliably on an E888. While the 330 in its current form in this video is not directly comparable to the VRS, it still costs 7,32,000 rupees to go Stage 2 with all of the other supporting mods. As for Stage 3, it would probably match the VRS's budget or even cross it, since BMW mods are noticeably more expensive than VAG mods. And if we consider maintenance, insurance and other aspects, the 330i can become a very expensive affair very quickly. So even 9 years on, the VRS has unmatched value for money even when you start tuning it, which means the VRS still holds the crown as the better tuner car in this particular comparison. And before we end this video, a big shout out to Motocross Kolkata for providing us with their APR DTR VRS for this video. To be honest, there's no right answer to this question. One day I wake up and I want a VRS because it just makes so much more sense. It's cheaper to run, has more tuning support, and it's super practical as well. But on the other hand, you have the 330i, which is more engaging to drive. It's rear wheel drive, so you can have some sliding fun, and it's also better to look at if you ask me. Today at 1:15 AM in Kolkata, I would choose the G20 330i, but who knows, that answer might change once I wake up tomorrow morning. Let us know which one would you choose in the comments down below. This green VRS 245 or this Portimao blue G20 330i. Comment your answer down below, subscribe to the channel, check out RC Tunes, and I'll catch you in the next one.